you ask me about summer and I turn into Tom from that whiny male movie, okay? I hate summer. I hate summer. I fucking hate summer. I want to share a few thoughts on fashion and how it plays into perception and identity and what fashion is like when you are someone who tries to be really intentional. Intentional about what you put on your body, but also what it's like when you're someone who hates summer and hates dressing for summer and hates like showing off their body and what that is like. But also, what am I wearing this summer? Let's talk about clothes. Let's talk about clothes, like stupid little girls. Let's do it, yeah? This is not important and you probably don't care, but I would be filming in my bedroom. I'm currently in my kitchen. I want you to hear what my bedroom has sounded like for the past 3 hours. Yeah, no, that's it. I refuse to be that transplant who moved to New York and complains about moving and living in New York. But I will say it's very quite loud. We will chalk that up to just being New York City, baby. You have to forgive me. I wrote down a lot of notes. If not, this would be so long. But I think while being many things, fashion is primarily perception-based. When I look at a person's outfit, I'm looking at what they want to portray about themselves to the world. Or I guess I should say anyone who can see them in that moment. So needless to say, when I get dressed every day, it's less about trends and what is necessarily cute or feels comfortable, even though that is becoming more and more important to me literally as the days go by. But it's more so I get dressed to portray a certain message out to everybody. It's primarily about perception and what I want my clothes to say about me. And when I say I try to be very intentional about what I put on my body, I mean kind of the entire ensemble, down to my hair, down to my makeup, down to my accessories, or usually lack of accessories, down to the silhouettes, down to the tightness, of what I'm wearing, down to how certain articles fall and lay on my body, my pants, the color of what I'm wearing, usually how much skin I have showed. It's all one harmonious and holistic message. I also fully understand that this is not ubiquitous. Fashion doesn't necessarily equate to personality for a lot of people. A lot of people do not care to show themselves through what they're wearing. They don't care, they just care to put on a t-shirt and jeans each and every day, and that's totally awesome. That's more than okay. It could be purely comfort based, it could be functional, it could be based on the weather, whatever. I think it's a little bit no fun to let you in on what I want my clothes to say each and every day. I think that's your job. I think it's kind of the viewer's job. I'm making it sound like it's some kind of art installation, and it's really, really not. But I will say, I like to fly under the radar. I like to have my fashion be very simple and understated, but distinguishable, and reveal things about myself that I like. And I think you can tell. I think that point comes across in what I wear. I truly want my clothes to fit and embody sort of a Larry David-esque vibe. It's a little bit strange, but he definitely is my gender envy. I wish everything I wore fit me it fit him. I'm from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, let's get started. So the first thing is thin fabrics and layering. I think one of my favorite things about fall and winter fashion is that there's so many opportunities to layer. I think it's really fun and creative to play with different fabrics and silhouettes and physical pieces. And unfortunately, it's a lot harder to do that in the summer because I think, it's that rhetoric that summer kind of sucks fashion wise. I definitely agree. It's very hard to dress in the summer, and it's just functional. You're just trying to stay cool and not sweat like a monster like me. I recently put in a really big order at this was not recent, this was over 6 months ago, at Mushinsa, which is an Asian Korean clothing brand supply, whatever. And I discovered this brand called Partamento. It's a Korean brand. It's really, really cool. They do both menswear and women's. Where did I go? They do both menswear and women's wear, and I thought it was lit. Boots. I really, really like the short sleeved and like long sleeve layer tops. I think it's very like multi-dimensional. Double layer, which is really, really fun. I think when we talk about layering, it doesn't necessarily have to be like two physical pieces on top of each other. I think this kind of like cuts out the middleman and it gives you that layered look while just being one physical piece. These like 3-in-1 like layer tops are sick. They're so sick and they're like really, really fun while just being one top. Like it's literally just one top. This off the shoulder 2-in-1. I'm gonna touch more on this later, but I mentioned that in my podcast episode a few months ago that like fashion is something that's very gender to me. I think like everything is very gender to me, and that I really wanted to like lean into my masculine a lot more this year since I leaned heavily into my feminine. And it didn't feel wrong, but it didn't necessarily feel right. Something feels quintessentially not only like masculine, but really like boyish about this kind of layering piece. It's very Skater Kid, very Disney XD. It like resonated with me so much growing up, but not necessarily because like I really wanted to dress like that, but I kind of saw it as like the pinnacle of coolness and like comfort. Like I said before, it's physically one top, so it's really nice to get that layering look while only wearing one piece. You're not going to be like, you know, sweating like, you're not going to be sweating your butt off. Another thing that I think is really easy to layer, or something that I'm going to be doing a lot, is layering like boxers underneath bottoms. I am very much a boxer girl. I like to wear them to go to sleep and just to lounge around in my apartment. I got like a 4-pack from Amazon, but when I would get dressed in the morning, I would like still have my bottoms on. I still have my boxers on, and then I put on my bottoms, and then I'd kind of have like the band peeking out from like jeans, slacks, skirts, whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is very, very cute. Not new at all. Like I think Miu Miu is also like has very like much like popularized that whole thing. It's like very preppy if you're wearing a more like traditionally feminine bottom, then I think it juxtaposes really, really nicely. Specifically pleated skirts, it's really, really cute. You can either have it like visible or maybe like not visible, like you have like an uncropped shirt underneath, and when you like stretch or move your body or like lift something, it's like a nice little surprise, which I really enjoy. TMI, I do have what the girls call a Dutch oven down there, and I sweat so ferociously that in the summer, like I like to eliminate any excess fabric on my skin, including undergarments. I have to wear the skimpiest little no support, nothing bralette top, or just no bra, because I cannot have that fabric clinging to my skin. It'll make me hotter, and it just kind of makes it whatever makes it, oh my god, it's a nightmare. Oh my god. So sometimes that layering boxer thing is a challenge, especially when you have on like undies, boxer, and then your bottoms. Proceed with caution. Say it with me, shorts with boots. My fixation and lingering love for shorts with boots came from none other than Cece. Cece from Shake It Up. There's one thing my girl loved. It was a short with the boot. It was a Bermuda short with the boot paired with like a distressed, funky, combat looking boot. And then on top of that, she had like a very funky colored, like colorful sock to tie in her very, very like funky, awesome, esoteric, slightly weird outfit. And it's a contradicting combo, at least to me, because people are like, well, are you like hot or are you cold? I love a short and a boot. Personally, I'm going to be leaning into a longer short with a boot, just because I've never been much of like a high-waisted Daisy Duke kind of person. But I also love like a hot pant like with a boot. Like Bermuda shorts with boots are cool. I even think like cargo shorts with boots are cool. And I think there's a lot of potential to make the upper half of the outfit look not so masculine, if that's what you're going for, because I think it can look pretty. It's a lot of coverage at the bottom. You could go full coverage, you could tube top, literally. Hey, the word is yours. Next is prints and graphics to break up monochromatic looks. I think this is a little bit self-explanatory, and I'm going to show the pieces in a haul that's coming in a few weeks. But this bullet point is inspired by 3 skirts that I got from Mushinsa. I'm literally running late, but I'm going to go grab them. This one looks like a Persian rug. Insane. This one is like Soho. Like I think it's like literally like a print from Soho. And then this one is floral. This one's floral. Like are you getting it? Are you actually getting it? Is it seeping into your head? There's not really much to say about this, I don't think, but I think like printed pieces and graphics really do a good job at kind of doing all of the work for you and really being like a true statement piece. As someone who is very much in their Sarah Lynn trend vibe, like literally every single day, I don't really do my hair. I wear like little to no accessories. When I do, they are silver. I wear lots and lots and lots of blacks, lots of neutrals. Some might say an excessive amount of black and neutrals. I say no such thing. This doesn't only go for clothing pieces, but I have been scouring eBay for an Icon Los Angeles bag after I missed out on bidding on one that was like, it was literally perfect. Like, Icon Los Angeles handbags are so fun and so unique, and I do think I am more so of like a printed handbag kind of girl. It was literally so perfect. It was like so Marc Jacobs Heaven-esque. It was like two people kissing, like the silhouette of two people kissing. Oh, it was thinking about her truly to this day. The next one, the wickedly talented. The next one is menswear. I'm a little afraid to include this category because I think it's a genre that is pretty all-encompassing, but like also a little bit exclusive. I am sure if I like put some pieces on the screen right now, people are gonna be like, that's not menswear. So to me, that looks like ties when the weather is appropriate, button-ups, or like workwear pieces, combining things like hoodies or polos or like oversized pieces with like maybe more traditionally like girly bottoms, like skirts and things like that. I need to make a visit over to L Train Vintage. I need to pick up some like short-sleeved button-up like tops, because I really think it would be cute to wear them, to offset them with like skirts and things like that this summer. I specifically am on the hunt for a pale yellow one. I think that would be so cute. One of my mutuals on TikTok, Sierra, I think she definitely, it's not a new trend, but she definitely like spearheaded, like she was on the nose about that one, and I am 100% on the bandwagon. Skirts with sneakers. I just ordered a pair of New Balance like hiking sneakers that I've been eyeing that were inspired by Enya. I finally found a pair in my size on Mercari and I snatched them up. I did lowball. Yes, I did. Yes. I think there's something so like elementary, like primary school-esque about wearing a skirt with sneakers. To me, that has been feeling like really gender affirming. I also have a pair of Nike Kukinis that are on my wish list this summer. I think in order to not freak myself out fashion-wise, and by that I mean dressing like too girly or too masculine, I will be pulling out this equation. Okay, this is my summer uniform. I was talking to one of my friends recently about like the quintessential date uniform, which is like when you're going on a date, what do you put on your body? And I translated that to like what's gonna make you feel the most like yourself, the most comfortable, so you can engage in. So one, you can just be comfortable, but you know, it's gonna like let you engage in maybe some flirtatious activity or something like that. At least for me, like if I feel like I look good, then I can perform. Just feel like sexy and like relaxed. Oh my God. Oh, sue me. Oh, I like to do big shirt, little pant. I definitely lean into that in the summer. I'm more comfortable showing my bottom half, so wearing a skirt or shorts that are a little bit shorter. I don't mind showing my legs. I'd rather show my legs than my top. And if I'm going to be showing my legs, automatically that means I'm going to be a little bit more covered up. I'm going to be a little bit more covered up on the top half. And by covered up, I don't necessarily mean like more so modest. I don't really like I don't like pairing like little shirt and little top. So like I'm not gonna be wearing a tank top. I'm not gonna be wearing like a tight shirt that is like very icky, like fashion and sensory wise to me. Not my thing. Okay. I think I'm really going to lean into like a little black top or tank top paired with like a funky looking like skirt, like midi or maxi skirt. And then either like an ambiguous shoe or a sneaker, not a flat. It already feels a little bit too girly with like tank top and skirt for me. Like a Nike Air Rift or like a pair of sneakers, definitely. It'll just include like swapping out the top day to day. Functional in the sense that like keeps me cool, feels like me without showing too much skin, but also prevents me sweating like a beast. And above all, works for me. That's my spiel. I could talk more and more about like fashion and utility and blah, 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 and identity and blah, 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 blah. I'm really trying to make these videos under 15 minutes. I'll see you soon. Let me know what you're wearing this summer. Stay cool, and may God be with us all, really, this summer. Like, be with him, be with me, be with you.